she had disappeared 2 other times in the past, but this time she was never found. What happened to Hannah Upp? Hannah Marie Upp was 32 years old and living in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands at the time of her disappearance. She was a school teacher and she was going into her 4th year teaching at the school she was at. She was very well liked. She had many friends. She was just a social girl who was also very active. She loved to swim and she loved to dance. She did eventually suffer from dissociative fugue, though. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, this is a condition that is very rare and usually caused by severe trauma. And what it is it is memory loss that causes people to go to unexpected places. Mostly people will regain their memory. Sometimes, very rarely, is it permanent. In 2008, as a Pace University grad, Hannah got a job as a Spanish middle school teacher in New York City. And August 28th, 2008 was the first day of school, which is very exciting. But Hannah went for a run that morning and then never showed up to school. She was eventually reported missing and wouldn't be found for 20 days. On September 16th, she was brought to a Staten Island hospital for hypothermia, dehydration, and severe sunburns. She was found floating face down in the New York harbor, and she was still wearing her sports bra and shorts from the day she went missing. To Hannah, though, she was running, and then 10 minutes later, she was in the back of an ambulance. She had no memory of anything. She knew she was Hannah at this point, but she had no idea where she slept, where she went, what she ate, nothing. This is when doctors would diagnose her with dissociative fugue, and they talked to her about how it's usually caused by severe trauma, but she said she didn't have any trauma and she wasn't running from anything. Doctors would assure her it's usually a once-in-a-lifetime experience and it shouldn't happen again, except it did in 2013.